where we are set for another game here in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. It's a boys matchup as the Tennessee Heat take on the York Dragons. I'm Noah McKay on the call, back joined by Hallie Ledbetter, the lovely Madison McKay, handling things on camera, producing things for us today. And as always, this entire week, our coverage is presented by our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. Much more to come from them as we move on through the broadcast. For the York Dragons, they're looking to get it rolling. They're 3-5 on the season, coming off an 86-67 loss to a good Pope John Paul III team. For York, it's been streaky. They lost 3 to open the season, which wasn't a surprise. They were without all their football guys. Then they won 3 in a row. We're like, okay, the Dragons are back. But they've lost their last 2. Big boost for the Dragons, Miles Lefew, back dressing. We weren't sure if he was going to do that at all this year. He is. That's a big boost for this Dragons squad as we expect to see him in the lineup today. Tennessee Heat, we got no clue. We think this may be the Tennessee Heat's B team coming in. Now, we know their A team is very good. They beat Sparta in this tournament a couple of years ago. They've given a lot of Upper Cumberland teams a whole bunch of problems. But what kind of Tennessee Heat team do we have? We really aren't sure. Regardless, for York, they're not looking past anybody right now. Very similar to last year. They started out very slow, got on a huge run, went to the state tournament. They think that's their ceiling again this year, but at a certain point, they're going to have to get that rhythm and get it rolling with their entire complement of players.
Most of them coming back from football season, maybe kind of getting into a rhythm again. You know, Miles was hurt, and that's one of your big players right there that was out for the beginning of the season. So him being back is probably making a huge difference for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Miles Lefew, the point guard for this team. He's the quarterback out there of the football team and really the quarterback of this basketball team. Here we go. Tennessee Heat in black and red, York in the gold and purple, and York wins the tip. Heath Wattenbarger, he's having a great season so far. He won the tip, and Miles Lefew runs the point in the front court. Lefew surveys the floor, flips it out to Bryson Bilbrey. Bilbrey gives off right side. Jackson Knatzer triggers the 3. That's no good. Rebound down. Wattenbarger tips it, but it goes to the Tennessee Heat. Now trying to solve full court pressure. That one tipped out of play. It'll stay with the Heat. We're 26 seconds into the ballgame. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. I imagine to be a fairly partisan crowd tuning in online. Hit that like button. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter all at once. Right side pass, now they flip it back across. Left, triggering the 3. That one's up, no good. Rebound down, put back, no, but a foul is called. A trip to the line here for the Tennessee Heat to shoot 2, 7:22 to go in the quarter.
I don't know much about either of these teams, but both of them started off with a long three-pointer. I'm expecting a lot of threes today, and it may be back and forth the entire game with that. They pretty evenly sized. I don't see any standout tall big boys out there, so I have a feeling most of them are shooters, and they're pretty quick too, so I'm expecting a lot of good drive-ins and shots today beside the three-point line.
Tristan Lamb at the line here for the Heat. His second free throw falls, and they have scored the first point of the game, 1-0. The boys' bracket's very different from the girls. More of a round-robin style with some tiebreakers if they're needed. Bilbrey going to trigger the 3, just like you mentioned, Hallie. Another 3.
One.
That one no good. Rebound down to the Heat. And now they'll look to bring it up. Miles Lefew says, I'll take that back. Thank you very much. Flips it over to Knatzer with a pass over to Beatty, who puts it up no good. Rebound down again to the Heat. Miles Lefew being everywhere on defense. He forces another errant pass, and possession goes back to the Dragons with 6:56 to go in the first.
It's already quick basketball. These boys are getting down the floor so fast. It's within a flash. So, they're getting the ball really quick.
Inbound goes to Wattenbarger. He puts it in for 2, and York on the board at 2-1. Yeah, York with a ton of athletes. We mentioned with the football team, of course, their speed that they had. Well, a lot of those guys are playing basketball. They're very fast out here. Now a 3-ball up for the Heat. That's no good. Rebound down. Beatty tipped it. There's a foul. I'm not quite sure who it's going against. I think it's going on the Tennessee Heat. It is. And that'll be their first team foul with 6:39 to go in the first quarter. That one goes on Tristan Lamb. Miles Lefew, good to see him back in. And that shot put up and good. Basket for Will Beatty. Nice finish there. And now the possession over here for the Tennessee Heat. That one's a miss, and it'll come the other way after another turnover. Pass ahead, too much heat on it, and saved in Knatzer. Knatzer gives off to Bilbrey. Bilbrey going to drive the lane, throws it up. Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger in for 2, and it's 6-1 in favor of the Dragons. Heath Wattenbarger with 4 points already.
That's great ball movement there for York, trying to get the ball inside. They're all driving in, kind of piling on top of each other, but able to find the open gap for the shot.
.5:58 to go in the first quarter. 6-1 our score. York in front here in game number 2 of our broadcast. Another steal for the Dragons. Now a pass ahead to Knatzer, and Jackson Knatzer in an easy foot race for the finger roll for 2. And just getting the feel, Hallie. And now there's a mistake stepping over the line. York probably in pretty good shape in this game with the athletes that they've got out there.
I think that Tennessee Heat's not playing hurried ball right now, and York may be used to it. And I think it's them speeding Tennessee Heat up is really affecting them. I mean, you see, just stepped over the line. It's an easy mistake to make. But
rebound tipped around after a miss by Bilbrey, and the Heat will bring it up with an opportunity. And there's another steal. Yeah, Miles Lefevue is going to have 57 steals at this rate. He is turning it over all the time, forcing turnovers, I should say. A miss, another rebound, Wattenbarger. No answer for Heath Wattenbarger, but his putback won't fall, and it'll be called for a foul. And it'll go the other way. No, Rusty, it's not the Miami Heat. It's the Tennessee Heat. He's wondering where Shaq is.
Oh, my goodness.
2006 Miami Heat. 5:25 to go. I love the name, though, the Tennessee Heat. Homeschool program, and they're really on the rise in a bunch of different sports. 8-man football went on a long run. Again, we think this is the second team, so to speak, as they have another group that's playing in a tournament at Beach, and they're going to go to the reserves here. But, hey, they have come to this tournament several times, and now that you can see the program is building, because I don't think in the past they've had those two teams that have split out the way they have now. So good to see is they had some nice folks. We met them a couple of years ago when they went on a run through this tournament and surprised some people who weren't ready for them, I think. They got a special place in my heart as somebody who played a little bit on a homeschool basketball program that also would go into public schools and beat people up a little bit. As there's a foul called on the Dragons. It's going to be the third team foul against them. That one goes, it's the second personal on Will Beatty, so he'll have to be careful here. Inbound into the low block, swatted by Wattenbarger out of play. It'll stay on this end with the Heat. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. It is 8-1 in favor of the Dragons, looking for win number 4 of this campaign. Inbounds pass and over to Tristan Lamb. Lamb looking at Miles Lefevue, who already has forced several turnovers. Nice overhand pass, now kick out. Little mid-range jumpers on its way, and good. Finished in. It's hard to see the numbers on some of these jerseys, but Isaiah Lingo for 2, and first field goal of the game for the Tennessee Heat. Now Lefevue has it knocked out of his hands by Lamb. Lamb's a good player. Now nearly another steal back for the Dragons. There's a scrum for it. We got a jump ball with the possession arrow belonging to the Heat.
It's good for York to bounce back after Miles noticed he turned the ball over a little bit. He was able to keep his composure and try and get the ball back right there, and, it almost forced a turnover.
Michael Cosby works it across the timeline here for the Heat. Little foot pass over left side to Lee. Lee has a pass intercepted by Knatzer, sends it ahead to Miles Lefevue, who puts it in with the right hand.
The turnovers, those make a huge difference in the game, just like the free throws and the fouls, everything like that. The turnovers make a huge difference.
10-3 as a little bob on the pass. They're able to corral it. Lee picks up his dribble, sends it into mid-range. Lamb throws up the shot, blocked from behind by Beatty, and Wattenbarger with the rebound. Now Heath Wattenbarger showing off the handle, sends it over right side. Knatzer, he's got unlimited range, but that one no good. Long rebound. Bilbrey got a little bit of a hit up high. He's okay.
With those three-pointers, I said they were going to take a few threes today. You expect long rebounds. You have to be prepared for the ball to end up at half court like that.
Foul goes on Isaiah Lingo. That's his first. Lefevue going to inbound from the baseline here with the Dragons. Off to a good start. They lead 10-3. Wattenbarger with it. He gives out to Bilbrey. Coach Rodney Powell doing a great job with this Dragons program. 3-ball up and good. Miles Lefevue splashes in the Birdies Lounge 3.
It was good to find the open man. Give the assist. Miles Lefevue kind of building on their momentum there.
Touch pass over into the corner, 3-ball up, too strong, rebounded by Bilbrey. Bilbrey tripped up, he's still good. Bilbrey behind the back, though, that was dangerous, and it results in the turnover. Possession the other way, here come the Heat. Turnaround kick, 3-ball up, on line, no good, too short. Rebound down to Lefevue. Lefevue throws it up ahead to Bilbrey. Bilbrey gets hit in midair, and he will go to the line to shoot 2, the Guffey Law free throw line. A little deja vu there. They put on some pads, left you to Bilbrey with the pass.
I've had my fair share of those hits. Had my fair share of hitting people like that. Like we mentioned in the last game, it doesn't feel good.
And Bilbrey's feeling it a little bit. He's holding his hand. And some of the depth going to check in here for Rodney Pyle. And they're going to call that foul on the floor. Didn't really give him an opportunity to get the shot off. Lefeview going to inbound. Sends it to Bilbrey. Bilbrey muscles his way to the spot. No good, but Lefeview with the putback good.
Got to find somebody, box them out. Those second chance shots, those make a difference right there. 7
points for Miles Lefeview already here in the first quarter, and York has opened up a 12-point advantage. Flip pass left side. Willis. And now Cosby. They work it around. Baseline pass, little mid-range jumper up, and is it going to get stuck? Oh, he wanted to get stuck up there. It's a trick shot, but it's going to go back. They'll say it was blocked, so possession is going to go back to the Heat. And the Tennessee Heat want time out here. With 2:53 to go in the first quarter. We'll see if it's 30 or a full timeout. We're trying to wait still, trying to figure out if it's a full timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, so everybody will have to stay on their feet. 2:53 to go in the first quarter right now. Allie, York just taking care of business, making shots all over the place and getting turnovers on the defensive side.
It's a little hurried. I mean, I've already mentioned that. They're trying to speed the game up a little bit. That's when you miss those easy shots, those easy layups, those three-point kick-out shots. I mean, it's easy to miss those when you're hurried, but to be able to recover and get the ball back like Miles Lefeview is doing and getting those steals for more layups, I mean, it really helps.
Miles Lefeview up to 7 points in the game. His return going to be big for York as they try to rattle off some more wins here. Inbounds goes into the corner. They swing around right side. The Heat just trying to figure out something against this York team. Back-to-back state tournaments. There's another steal. And working it ahead, it's Miles Lefeview. Lefeview over to Hall. Andrew Hall. He could really shoot it. He's off to Lefeview. Everybody on the floor can shoot it right now for the York Dragons. One of the hallmarks of this basketball team. Bilbrey with it. Bilbrey surveys the floor, now finds Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger goes into Hall. Hall, little shot fake, now spins it back out Lefeview. Lefeview goes inside over to Hall. Hall pivots, now throws up the shot. There's the call. He will go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot two.
That's one of those plays that's right off of a steal. I mean, you get those 2-point plays or those free throws. I mean, hit or miss these shots, you foul or someone fouls you, and I mean that could be a big hit to the Tennessee Heat team.
First free throw is good for Andrew Hall. Had a big third quarter last week, started raining in some threes. Shot rebounded, comes down to the Heat. 16-3 our score, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Little mid-range jumper, blocked again. Heath Wattenbarger, he's a big mismatch in this one. Bilbrey bringing it up. Bilbrey got tripped up a little bit. Hard fall. Hopefully he's okay. There's a little bit of an awkward fall. But he's back up to his feet. Tough young man. 1:52 to go in the first. Bryson Bilbrey, he's still feeling it. And they're going to take a look at him as they're now into the bonus. So Bryson Bilbrey is going to go to the Guffey Law free throw line to shoot two as the foul was called on Caleb Yamini. Bilbrey's first free throw rattles home, and it's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dragons have already scored here in this first quarter as they lead 150 with 1:52 to go in the first by 14. Make it 15 as Bilbrey gets the friendly roll. Pass over right side. The Heat just trying to figure out something to do against this York squad. That pass picked off. Reading it the whole way, now to go the other way. Parker. Now Lefeview. Lefeview. Working it left side. Spins it back Bilbrey. Bryson Bilbrey. 4-3. Good. A birdie's lounge three for Bryson Bilbrey. It is all Dragons. Running away with it already here. 1:23 to go in the first quarter, up by 18. Now Three ball up on the other end. That's no good. Rebound tipped. Fought for. Wattenberger wins it. Now there's two Dragons in the front court. Alley-oop for Bilbrey. He couldn't get the slam. Not enough of a running start for Bryson Bilbrey. Will Beatty, Jackson Knatzer checking back in. They're going to get Miles Lefevue back in shape. He's going to play a lot of minutes the next few games. 1:08 to go in the first. It's 21-3.
That was exciting.
That would have been something.
That was something.
They went for a little showtime there. Just didn't quite execute it. Now a long three from the volleyball line's up. That's no good. Why not? Rebound ricocheted down. A second chance for the Heat. Now into the corner they go. Another three balls up. That one's no good. Rebound down to Hall. Hall sends it ahead to Knatzer. Jackson Knatzer in the front court. Flips it over behind the back. What a pass for the two put in by Brock Parker. That was sick by Jackson Knatzer. 35 seconds to go. It's a 20-point lead for the Dragons. They're about to roll to 4-5. Left side three ball up. That's no good. Rebounded by Lefevue again. And now York putting on a little all-star game. Kick out Knatzer. He's wide open for three. That one's good. Jackson Knatzer with a Birdies Lounge three.
For the Tennessee Heat, I don't know if this is something that they were taught, but for me, you always have a safety. Always someone ready to go play defense.
Free throw or the little runner up, no good. 6 seconds left, second chance shot. There's a foul in the and one. Good finish that time, as it'll be a trip to the line for Jacob Lee to shoot one and try to complete a three-point play. And that foul goes on Parker. The free throw is good. Three-point play completed for Lee. 4 seconds left for Knatzer. Knatzer into the front court. 2 seconds. Jackson Knatzer. It would be a two, and it ricochets off the back of the rim. Brings us to the end of one, where it is all Dragons. They lead by 20. Coverage of this game in the Frank's Christmas Shootout is presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy, and you're watching it all on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
School district could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we open up the second quarter of play. It is all York Dragons. They lead the Tennessee Heat 26-6. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Hallie Ledbetter, Madison McKay, producing things for us today. Appreciate you joining us as Will Beatty has it. Beatty pivots a couple of times, throws up the shot. No offensive rebound, though. Parker, he puts it in for two more.
He finished strong. I mean, with contact, I think he still would have made that shot trying to get those three-point plays like that.
Miles Lefevue came firing in and forces another turnover. Possession back to the Dragons. 7:38 to go in the second. 28-6. The Warriorettes going to take on the Tennessee Heat girls after this game. Jacob and Rusty will be here as Andrew Hall splashes in the Birdies Lounge three. His first triple. You can certainly rein him in. It's a 25-point lead already for the Dragons. They're rolling to 4-5. Keep those comments firing in here. Mary Young says, "Hey, Hallie." There you go.
I said hello.
Well, you can tell her yourself. You got the
Hello.
microphone. Now a scrum for another
Kinda
loose
forgot.
ball. Lefevue. Bobbling it. There's bodies hitting the floor. Now Parker has it. Sends it over to Knatzer. Jackson Knatzer. Extra pass to Hall. Hall. One dribble. Nice feed into Beatty, who puts it in for two more.
These boys are very athletic. I mean, I think any single one of these boys are able to make those, super strong plays, those strong layup plays where they're trying to get those 3-point shots, or 3-point plays, going up strong and getting someone to foul you.
Well, Andrew Hall in the front court sends it to Parker. Flip out pass, Lefeview. Extra one to Knatzer. Wide open three, unselfish passing, but it's no good. 6:29 to go in the second. 33-6. 27-point lead for the Dragons. Kick out pass, three ball. That one's blocked by Beatty. Now Lefeview sends it ahead to Beatty. Get your cameras ready. Will Beatty with the slam.
I was expecting that.
Will Beatty gets up and slams it home. Just a sophomore. Now Lefeview with another near steal. Remember, this is Tennessee Heat's second team, as we've gathered, as that three-pointer's no good. They've got another set. They're kind of, I guess, varsity, you would call it, team is playing at a tournament in Beach. So if you pull up Tennessee Heat's schedule, you say, man, Tennessee Heat beat Livingston. A little bit more to that story than the same. 6:01 to go in the second, 35-6. But York still taking care of business the exact way they should. Now kick out pass to Lefeview. Lefeview extra pass, now Hall. Hall triggers the three. Good! Andrew Hall with his second Birdie's Lounge three of the quarter. And this one is completely and totally out of hand in favor of the Dragons. Now starting to drive, losing handle, and a foul was called. York's playing good basketball, Hallie. They're doing what they should. When you're facing a team that on paper you should beat, you got to go out and actually do it, and they're making very few mistakes out there, as that was Lefu's first personal foul. Inbounds pass, sent over. 5.5. Now Beatty tips it again. Could we have another? No, not so much this time as Tennessee Heat gets back in transition. Beatty out to Bilbrey. Bilbrey wide open. Why not? Triggers the three, and it doesn't fall. Rebound tipped, and it'll go to the Heat the other way. In transition now, shot put up. Bilbrey tried to get the block. No good. Saved in bounds, but it goes back to the Heat. They kick it out. Three ball on the way. That one no good. Long rebound again. Tennessee Heat regained possession. Another three. That's no good. Rebound tipped by Beatty. Fourth chance on the possession for the Heat, and a foul will be called on Bilbrey. Here with 4:58 to go in the second, a 32-point Dragons lead.
It's getting a little frantic on both sides of the balls. I think that you can really tell.
Inbound sent over. Now another three ball up. That one no good. Another offensive rebound here. And Coach Piles screams rebound. He doesn't want him to fall asleep out there. Another offensive rebound for the Heat. They're winning the hustle battle right now. And now another long three. That one no good. And Parker comes away with a rebound. And now we've got a whistle and a foul. .437 to go in the second. Right side, Bilbrey. Bilbrey to Knatzer. Back to Bilbrey. Bilbrey goes in. Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger to Knatzer. Knatzer drives in. Euro step to Wattenbarger. He puts it up and in for two.
Said the same thing about the York girls team. They're very unselfish with the ball, and they're very good on ball movement. Trying to find that open person.
Beatty sends it ahead to Bilbrey, who ran the floor. Bilbrey throws it up with the left hand, too strong, no good. Little collision. Knatzer a little bit stunned. Hopefully he's okay. He is, as Lefeview starts to return to the scorer's table. Little drive and kick here for the Heat. 3:53 to go. And don't forget, this is a York team that's trying to find a rhythm. Ahead to Beatty. Beatty, he's going up for another one. Instead, just puts it in with the left hand. But they're trying to get a rhythm in with these players. So you may see the starters play longer than you would in a normal game of this gap. But they've got to figure out their set plays, what these rotations look like before they get into district play in the new year. 3.5 to go. Little runner thrown up. Good. Nice finish that time. And he did the too small. He did the too small. As they kick out to Bilbrey. Now Wattenbarger puts it in for two on the other end. That's one of my favorite moments we've ever seen. 3:10 to go in the second. Cosby, he sent it up. Fade away in the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound down to Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger, coast to coast, throws it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. The Guffey Law free throw line.
That made my week. That made my week.
I love the confidence. 44-8, the too small broke it out. It was a good shot. And Wattenbarger goes to the line to shoot, too. Stick around during halftime. We'll talk to some of our friends from Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy about the awesome sales they got going on. We appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor. Subs checking in for both teams. Hall back in, Leftview back in as well. 5 on the floor for the Dragons. Beatty, Bilbrey, Leftview, Hall, and Wattenbarger. Second one for Heath Wattenbarger. That one rattles home and is good. 45-8 our score. 2:54 to go in the second. Dragons only have about 11 kids here in this game, so can't go too far deep into the bench even if they wanted to. Now, Wattenbarger trying to get another steal. Flip back. Slicing through the defense. Kick over. This one inside the arc. Shot no good. Beatty tips the rebound to himself. Now sends a full court pass to Wattenbarger, but he bobbled it. Couldn't get it. Cosby comes away. Cosby gives left side. Now from the free throw line, kick out pass, 3-ball on the way. That one no good, in and out. Offensive rebound again. The one area Tennessee Heat's doing really good, really well, I should say, is in those offensive rebounds. And now Cosby steals it away from Beatty. Cosby sends a pass across right side, 2 up. That's no good. Wattenbarger with the rebound. Now it's 2-on-0. Ahead to Bilbrey. Bilbrey puts it in for the easy layup.
I'm not seeing much of an offensive possession here from York. I mean, they're just getting up and down the floor really quick for those easy layups.
Yep, it's a transition game as Bilbrey got the swat. We're going to have a foul, I believe, on Wattenbarger, though, on the check down. 1:43 to go in the second. Nearly a 40-point lead for the Dragons. So a trip to the line here to shoot 2 upcoming for the Tennessee Heat. First one, got the roll. I think that's number 30, Josiah Willis at the line. This one not in doubt for the Dragons as the next one up and good. Willis goes 2 for 2. Good on that young man. And now we've got a carry or backcourt, one of the two. Backcourt violation. Thank you, Hallie. And possession goes back the other way. Dave, that is a wonderful question. We're gonna find out. We're gonna play trivia a little bit in the second half of this game. We'll make it entertaining. We'll figure it out. He asked, what do we talk about in the second half of a game like this? As that one's thrown away and possession goes back.
Christmas plans.
Christmas plans. Yeah, you got more fun Christmas plans than I do, but I had fun last week. I got away, so who knows what we'll talk about. It's Miles Leftview has it. Hey, you're getting a little bit of everything in day number 1 on a headset, Hallie, as Wattenbarger drives in and got blocked by the rim. Possession back. Now Beatty with the steal. Beatty will go up, and he got blocked by the rim. Wattenbarger has it again. He kicks out to Leftview. Leftview to Bilbrey. Bilbrey over to Hall. Hall going to trigger from downtown. Good. Another 3 for Andrew Hall.
You had mentioned York's, subbing in and out, trying to find their good rotation. It was kind of hard for them at the very beginning of this season, trying to find a rotation, especially with someone like Miles Leftview out. I mean, big difference maker in a game.
And Phillip Hall, you're exactly right. We're going to talk about our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors a whole bunch, and Hall Family Pharmacy. Once again, stick around during the halftime show. We'll talk a lot about that. We'll also talk about it some in the second half and during all these games, because we're bringing you the action because of our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. We appreciate them for the second straight year stepping up and being the presenting sponsor of our coverage of this tournament. This is one of probably the most prestigious holiday tournament in our area. And so we're very thankful to them for making it possible. Lots of Upper Cumberland teams, and we're going to get some more Upper Cumberland matchups and some, just for example, tomorrow the Dragonettes facing off against Webb. That's going to be an awesome game as the second free throw falls through. But none of it's possible without our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy, and they're having some awesome sales starting tomorrow, so you can round out your Christmas shopping. 26 seconds left as Beatty gives off to Lefeview. Lefeview back to Hall. Hall's feeling it. 4-3. Again, another one. His fourth Birdie's Lounge 3 of the quarter. Andrew Hall providing a spark off the bench. As that's going to be his role. He can rain into threes. He's going to play a lot as a little mid-range bunny is up and good for Bergman.
It's always great to have those off-the-bench players that can make those big plays like that.
On the other end, Beatty puts it in for 2, and the buzzer will sound, and we will go into halftime. At the break, it's all Dragons. They lead 55-13. You're watching coverage of the Frank's Christmas Shootout, presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
To be in your new home before Christmas? This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features all appliances including a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. Best of all, the owner is offering a $10,000 credit at closing, which you can use for closing costs or a 2-1 mortgage rate buy down or a price reduction. For more information, call owner-agent Sonia Brown, Realtor at American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581.
Welcome back. At the break, it's all Dragons. They're rolling the Tennessee Heat 55-13, as we mentioned several times, and will continue. Today's and all of the coverage from the Frank's Christmas Shootout is presented by our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. And we're joined now by one of the namesakes of Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. Jenny Hall is here. And Jenny, exciting times. If you're like me and you haven't done any bit of Christmas shopping yet, I know, my wife's sitting right here, but it's okay. She knows this about me. I got a good opportunity, though, starting tomorrow with both the sports store and the pharmacies to maybe catch up a little bit on that.
We can stock you up and help you out. For any of the men or women in your life, we've got what you need. The sale starts tomorrow at all 3 stores, at the 2 pharmacies, the one in Jamestown and Clark Range, and at the sports store. And we hope people will come to Jamestown, Clark Range area and make the trip. We've got Simply Southern, Columbia, Under Armour, Dr. Squatch, Katie did. Maybe a little late, but if you want it for next year, we got Elf on the Shelf, Give Her 6. We've got what you need there. Of course, up in the sports store, we have some guns. I know nothing about those, but
it's good deals. I can assure you, it's good deals.
We got some bait and ammo, and of course, I'll show people what we have. But I tell them I'm very ignorant with what's up there. But I can help you with the Simply Southern and all that stuff. But anything, I'm telling you, 50% off up to 75% off. And if you go on our Facebook page, Rachel at the Clark Range Pharmacy has been doing some videos, and she's doing specials every day. See her yesterday was our earrings. We had those ugly sweater type earrings from Simply Southern, and today was ponchos, and she's got some neat ideas throughout the week, so stay tuned and check out our Facebook post for all those sales. So lots of good things.
On the
Bath
sports
and Body,
store,
yeah, we got you.
You know, I saw 50% off Columbia SEC apparel.
Right.
Now, it's got to be orange for me personally.
Yes,
but that's,
yes.
I mean, hello. So,
yes,
you know,
we've got a wall of polos. We stock up on UT.
Absolutely.
And we've got some of the new things we have are the thermoses. We got Under Armour water bottles, but we also have the UT. And if you're a Dragon fan, all our York Dragon fans, we got some personalized York Dragon ones as well. So lots of good things going on in our way. But we love the Upper Cumberland. We love the youth. We're so blessed in the area we're at. And we love that you're broadcasting the show, the games, and getting the showcasing our talent.
Well, we very much appreciate. We couldn't do what we do without you guys at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. I tell people all the time, and we appreciate it. And listen, this is real deal. I tell people all the time, sporting goods stuff, especially, that's my cup of tea. Of course, surprise.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets for a store. This is really
people come in all
stuff.
the time and surprised what we have. They're like, we forget you're here. And I know from the Pumpkin Festival, we sponsor the Pumpkin Run, and we'll give out discount cards, and they'll come in, and they're like, we didn't know this was here. And so we're still new. I don't think we're in year 5 yet with the sports store, but we're going into year 10 with the pharmacies. But, yeah, we've got quite a bit. So come in and check us out and see what we got. We've got basketball goals already put together for you, so you can come at golf, you name it, we got it.
Yeah, and it's super easy to get to the pharmacy in Clark Range. It's right there if you're based in Cookville or Crossville. Right. It's not a bad drive at all to get up there.
Just make a left, and we're right there on the right, just down at the 4-way. So yeah, we easy in and out. And now the pharmacy, the Jamestown Pharmacy, is now connected to the sports store, so easy shopping there too.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Jenny Hall, we appreciate it so very much. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. She killed it. She says she's not a TV person. She did a great job.
Hey, I can teach freshmen and seniors all day long, but this is out of my league a little bit here.
Well, we appreciate it. All right, we'll talk to you more later on about Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy. Right back with second half action here in Sparta.
Frontier Chevrolet is under new management with a community focus and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the 2023 Chevy Silverado and Chevy Equinox. Frontier Chevrolet should be your first stop. Call Frontier Chevrolet today at 931-823-1255 or visit them online at caseyschevy.com today. Frontier Chevrolet is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
In the Upper Cumberland, we understand the importance of standing strong together as a community. When we face things like disease, sickness, or injury, we rely on family, church, or friends for help. But many of our neighbors are dealing with a health emergency without these essential blessings. That's where you can help. Donations stay local, and 100% goes to help your neighbors with medicine, medical care, and essential home needs. Please give what you can.
Welcome back as we open up the second half. This one is all York. They're about to get to 4-5 on the season. We're going to get to see some youngsters play in this game as the Tennessee Heat again. This is the Tennessee Heat kind of second team here today. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Hallie Ledbetter, making her UCR color commentary debut of the last couple of games, doing a great job. Madison McKay handling the camera duties for us to our left. Jacob and Rusty, they're going to take a headset coming up as the Warriorettes of White County take on the Tennessee Heat girls. As the Heat have it inside, little turnaround jumper, and it got wedged in there. That's worth 4.
There's plenty of them that can get that down.
Well, Miles Lefew tried.
There
now
we go.
Bryson Belbury got it. And back in playing in middle school basketball, that was like the big opportunity where you could go and try to knock it out.
Were you
out
close?
Of the rim. I was the only one who could do it. I was 6'4" in middle school. So
okay.
It was this height. I was a giant back then. I'm still a giant, but it was bad in the 8th grade.
I was also one of those that tried to get it.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Didn't
even
work
get
out
close
as well.
to the net.
Right. So now they swing it around for the Heat. Back out. 7:25 to go. Sure hope you guys are going to have a Merry Christmas out there. Spend it with some family or friends as the kick out 3, or if you just want to be alone, I hope you get that too. Sometimes that's okay. Now a little steal here, shot thrown up. Cosby no good, second chance up. That one is good.
The ball movement definitely has improved since the first half. I think that they slowed down just a little bit.
Now Bilbrey triggers a 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped. Tennessee Heat have it. Some of the youngsters getting in here for the Dragons. Left side it goes. Now baseline pull-up jumper. Good. That one splashed home. 55-17. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Left side. Now step back 3 is on the way. That one's no good. And they'll bring it up the other way. Yeah, you may see less scoring from York in this second half. That's okay. They're trying to get some experience. Shot no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Heat. As they send it back, now they swing it around. Left side 3 on the way. That's no good. Long rebound down. This time York saves it in, but it goes right to one of the Heat. He turns around and triggers a 3. That's no good. In and out. Rebound down, and a foul will be called on the Heat. It'll go the other way.
York dipped down into the bench a little bit, but they still have some of their, starters out there, some of those players that have been playing most of the game.
Bilbrey gives off now. Lefew sends it left side. Now Bilbrey, a little no-look tap pass. Driving in the lane. Anderson, and we got to travel. Possession goes back the other way. 5:38 to go. Running clock will start in the fourth quarter, not in the third. So this one will take a little bit longer. That fourth quarter is going to be about exactly 8 minutes long. Into the corner. Now back. That one's going to be stolen away. Here come the Dragons the other way in transition. Bobbling it just a little bit is Lefew. He recollects. Now into the low block. Shot fake. Shot thrown up. No rebound. Tipped down. A good one for Anderson. Anderson sends it back out. Looking for Lawson. Now a pass inside over everybody's head out of play, and possession goes back to the Heat. 5:07 to go in the third quarter. 55-17 our score. Appreciate Jenny Hall for coming up here. That was a great conversation. She was awesome. She's got a natural gift on the microphone. But those sales that they've going on are really, really legit good. And I'm going to have to take a trip up there. I'm going to be in and out of a gym, but I'm going to have to zip up there to buy myself a Christmas present or two.
I think he wants y'all to buy him a Christmas present.
I want everybody to buy me. I unashamedly want everybody to buy me a Christmas present. I will take it. As the 3 ball is up, if it has a power tee on it, I'm good.
I will find
That's
you
safe.
something in Gatlinburg.
Thank you. I
I'll bring you
appreciate
home
that.
something.
I truly appreciate that. So Lefty's going to bring it up. I'm impossible to shop for, though, I'll tell you.
Are you sure?
I am, actually. The 3 ball's up and good.
There we go.
Lawson splashes home the 3, and the crowd loves it as he buries it home. That's awesome. A Birdie's Lounge 3. And now you can see his confidence is up. He wants to get the steal. That is awesome. That's the fun part about games like this when some of these kids make big-time shots. That 3 up, that's no good. Rebound down, second chance up, no. Third chance, good. That one put home for the Heat. 4:15 to go. 58-19 our score. Jacob Vinson is in the building as that shot's up and good. Bryson Bilberry for
move.
2.
Really good move.
Nice little Euro step to the left. Now pass over left side. 3 blocked left view, and he's called for a foul to be a trip to the line to shoot 3. 3:58 to go here in this third quarter. So Warriorettes in action next against the Tennessee Heat girls. That free throw, no good. There are a lot of subs at the table, and I am not going to be able to keep track of it. I apologize for that.
It's good to get them in and get the experience, though. Later on in the season, you never know. These boys, are conditioning pretty well right now. I mean, going back and forth, but to give someone a break, especially one of your bigger players, to give them a break like that, it really helps.
Tomorrow at noon, DeKalb County against Grace Christian at 1. 1:30 likely will not feature, barring a huge upset in the girls' game, one of our teams. I'm just scanning through at 3 o'clock, maybe your main event of the day. Webb against York in a girls' matchup. As the shot put up, and that one good for Andrew Hall. He's having a really good game today. Hall finishes that one. He's up to 15 points. Came off the bench and started raining threes in the second quarter. Baseline pass back out. Long 3 on and away. That's no good. Rebound down. A good one for Joshua Anderson. Anderson gives off to Hall. We've got 3:29 to go in the third. So a game on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter feed at 12, 3, 6. And then checking over to the boys. And at 7:30, as White County will take on York. That's a fun boys matchup as the 3 is up. Trip Pinion back, Miles Lefeview back. So 2 teams more at full strength. That'll be a point guard matchup to watch tomorrow. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. At 3, no good. Long rebound again. Tennessee Heat, they got a bunch of offensive rebounds, and that one splashed home by Sam Groth. He hits the 3, and it's 62-24. Hall bounces it inside. Now finding the positioning. Little shot fake, put up, no good. Second chance potentially. Can they save it in? Yes. Anderson has it. Anderson gets over to Hall. Thought about the 3. Now Anderson cuts back door, up and under. Good. Nice finish.
It was way to find the open spot for him to make that pass. It's good for him to be looking, too.
Now Groth, he just hit one. Why not? He'll trigger another one. That one's no good. Missed wide right. And now a and one opportunity as Wattenbarger went over the back, and it'll be a trip to the line to try to complete a 3-point play for Ian Spurgeon.
That's when you need to really focus on boxing out. They've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds this game. Of course, you can kind of say it's because they've been shooting more threes and they're getting that long rebound a little easier. But shots like that, you need to box out to be able to keep yourself from fouling close to the goal.
To ground post game, we'll have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. As Hall is going to bring it up. We got 2:17 to go in this third quarter. Hall bounces it inside. Nice power move, no good. Rebound for Wattenbarger, but it goes out of play back to the Heat. And they're starting to get in danger of that running clock territory. Coach File, be careful there. Well, at any point in time, he could put his starters back out there and run that score a little bit back up. It's gotten a little bit tighter here in the third quarter, but York's gone to the bench. Baseline pass, that one kicked by Hall out of play. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Helps us out a whole bunch. We certainly appreciate it. 1:56 to go in the third quarter. Inbounds into the corner, now driving in. And kick out. Minute 50. Little shot fake, now driving in, step through, shot put up and
good
good
drive.
for 2 more. Good drive indeed. Now Hall in the front court. He's looking inside. That one going to be stolen away, looking for Threet. 90 seconds, 9-0 to go in this third quarter. Tennessee Heat with it. Good on them. They're not just laying down here. They're still playing. Now drive and kick. It was 55-13 at halftime. That 3 no good. Rebound down. And Threet will bring it into the front court. Little shrug. He's in there inside. Now picks up. Able to bounce it out. Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger sends it across left side. Lawson. Another 3 for him. No good. Amari Lawson. He already hit 1 with a minute to go in the third quarter. We're just waiting on the arrival of one Rusty Ellis. Everybody else is here. Goose is down here. Jacob's here. I'm here. Just need Rusty.
5 minutes before the game.
The crew will be complete. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Is that the over-under? I think he's driving here, he said, as Wattenbarger has it. Wattenbarger, right side.
That was a good.
Mid-range jumper. Good! Lawson finds it.
It's a good shot fake.
Amari Lawson. Good on him. Crowd loves it. 66-29 our score. And that one was tipped right off of Bobby Rollins, and now it'll be York basketball. Left side Lawson. He's playing with confidence. A little no-look pass back behind him. Anderson. He's going to pull up for 3. That one in and out. No good. 2 seconds to go. This would count if it goes. And it does! A buzzer-beating 3. Caleb Yemeni splashes it in, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's York 66, Tennessee Heat 32. Coverage of this game in the Frank's Christmas Shootout is presented by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. When you see the happy face on our truck, Killer! You'll be smiling cause you know that you're in luck. Killer! When you're fixed up and you know it, Killer solved it like you hoped it. If you're happy and you know it, shout it out. Killer!
Welcome back, entering the fourth and final quarter. It's all Dragons. They lead 66-32 over the Tennessee Heat. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Hallie Ledbetter, and the starters' day is done for the most part here for York. They're shuffling a couple in and out. Again, not a ton of bodies available for Rodney Pyle tonight, so Jackson Knatz are going to get some minutes. Will Beatty is as well. There should be a running clock here unless they score about 5 more points, and then it would go down to a non-running clock. Free throw line jumper blocked by Beatty. Will Beatty with great size. Kicked over to Lawson. Lawson gives off to Knatzer. Knatzer to Anderson. Now in the low block. Three pivots around. Now Anderson. Anderson drives and flips it over to Three trying to get the underhand pass. It's intercepted here. They'll come the other way. Cosby in transition. Throws it up over his head. Good and one. Nice finish for Cosby, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Looking to see if he's going to do the too small again. That was one of my favorite moment of the year.
Definitely.
In that first half.
That would be the time to do it.
It would.
That was a good one.
That was a great finish behind the
Definitely.
back. 7:30 to go, and the time is stopped as it's under 35. I believe it's 30 now, but that may just be a football rule. No good. Rebound. That one thrown off the back of the backboard, and possession will go back now the other way. Now Anderson in the front court. He finds Knatzer. Knatzer works it over right side. Lawson thought about the 3. Instead, Lawson gives off to Beatty. Beatty swings it to Anderson. Anderson goes in. 3. Spins it back out to Anderson. He's in rhythm. 4-3. That's no good. A rebound down to the Heat. 6:59 to go. Into the front court they come, into the corner. 3-ball up on line, but a little bit too strong. Knatzer goes up for the rebound. Jackson Knatzer crosses over, drives in, now gives off. You can tell Knatzer and Beatty's role is to play defense and distribute to some of the young guys to get them shots. Anderson traveled and possession goes back the other way.
We already said it's unselfish basketball, being able to get those boys the ball. You know, that would have been a good time for him to, I don't know which one it was that he passed it to, maybe 3, trying to get under the goal to possibly get him to get a 3-point play. That would have been really smart on his part.
6.5 to go in this game. Now shot, pardon me, it was a little pass after going up, but it's ricocheted around back to the Heat. They bring it back out into the corner. Mid-range pull-up jumper. There's a foul on Anderson. A trip to the line to shoot 2 coming up here for Broderick Jorgensen. Maybe Jorgensen? Not sure if that J is silent or not. 6:15 to go. Maybe it's supposed to be and nobody does say it's silent. I'm not sure.
I'm not going to correct you on that. I wouldn't know any better.
First free throw up, and that one is no good. Back of the iron and away. Tip-off for that girls' game between the Warriorettes and the Tennessee Heat is set for 7 p.m., so it'll be a little bit more of a breather in between than just the 15 minutes. Second free throw no good, 0 for 2. Knatzer with the rebound. Knatzer surveys the floor, now picks up, looking inside, an errant pass, and possession will go back now the other way. And the clock does not roll under 35 points, I suppose, left side. Back out, it was 55-13 at the break, but become a little bit more even with some of the rotations as the jumper's up. That's no good, rebound down to Anderson. Anderson looking ahead and flying in. Cosby goes out of bounds, and possession goes back to the Dragons. Good question from David, who has not scored yet for the Dragons. Carter Gibson, who I don't think is suited out today, driving in, just going down the roster, shot put up. And Zeb Threet, so they're trying to get him the basketball. And thank you to our friend Casey Bolden. We are just on the doorstep of a running clock. It's at 35 and we're at 32, and once it gets to 35 it'll run the rest of the game. So if Coach Pye wouldn't mind putting in, as now there it is, 3 for 3, good! It's a 2, but count it. Every Dragon who's suited out is scored in this game, and that one gets the crowd excited. Zeb Threet puts it in. The all-name team as the shot's put up. That one ricochets around, no good, out of play, and it's going to go to York. Never mind, it's going to go to the Tennessee Heat, who's pointing to one of the Dragons. Ten Dragons have scored. There are 10 Dragons suited out in this game. Inbounds, 3-ball up. That one no good. Offensive rebound to put back, blocked by Beatty. Third chance, another aggressive swat for Will Beatty. He's had a block party tonight in the lane. Now Parker drives inside, coast to coast for 2. No offensive rebound, no Threet in there. Now he's fighting for it. Cosby comes away and saves it to his team. 34-point game with 4:51 to go. 3-ball up here for the Heat. That one falls through. Sanders McMurdy. Beatty gives off to Parker. Parker sends it inside 3. He's in some trouble. Nice pass to Parker. Parker with the outlet to Beatty. Extra pass over into the corner. Again, Beatty and Knatzer have been in there at times. Their job is to distribute. That one going to be tipped away. Now in the front court he comes. Little shot fake, Beatty there. Another block for Will Beatty. Offensive rebound, though, extends the possession. 3-ball up. That one no good, too short. Fight for it. Parker comes away. 4 minutes to go.
I would love to know how many steals.
No look pass over to Threet, who puts it in for 2. It's a bunch. They forced a ton of turnovers. And now we'll have a stoppage just for the substitutions, I would think. Or are we going to actually have a timeout? Oh, we're going to have a 30-second timeout on the floor with 3:56 to go in a 33-point game. And now a technical foul has been called against a member of the Heat. Didn't see what number it was, but all right. So, and it was clearly something that was said as he was walking to the bench that the official heard and called the technical foul. I have no clue what was said, so can't speculate on it, but it's going to be 2 free throws in the ball for York, and that could get him to 35, which would run the clock. As we sit now with 3:56 to go, 2 free throws upcoming here after the technical foul, and they're going to go Amari Lawson to the line to shoot him. And you can't blame the official if something was said to him. It's a 33-point game. You're not wanting to hear anything at that point.
Yeah.
Just you're going through the motions, keep playing hard, but that's about it.
Even if it was close. I mean, they tell us before game, they make sure you know. Don't say anything. You know, definitely tell the seniors or the captains, don't say anything. Make sure you control your team.
First free throw got the roll. The second one does as well. 2 for 2 for Lawson, and it's a 35-point game, 72-37 with 3:56 to go. And it'll be York basketball. Parker going to inbound here. Apologies, didn't see the number. Again, we don't have a PA announcer for obvious reasons here during these games, so I couldn't see the number of the young man who picked up the foul. Back it goes the other way. Corner 3 is on the way, no good. Another rebound for Will Beatty. Will Beatty may have a double-double tonight, and he may be sniffing a triple-double with the blocks in this game. He is at 10 points. He's got to be near that in rebounds, and he has a bunch of blocks as well. 3:28 and counting to go in the ball game. A 35-point lead here for the Dragons. Pass goes inside, shot thrown up. That one got the roll, falls through for the Heat. 3:10 and counting to go. Anderson brings it up. He's surveying the floor in the half court. Now Beatty. Will Beatty going to drive, looks to flip it over to the 3. That one's stolen away. Possession back to the Heat. Flip pass ahead. Anderson there picks it off like a safety. Now Anderson shielding off the defender. Puts it behind the back. Showing off the handles a little bit. That pass swatted back. It goes over to Beatty. Beatty probably takes a 3 in the first quarter, but now instead he hands off to Parker. Parker to Lawson. Lawson works around the defense. Now passes it over. 3 up and under. No good. Rebound down, 2.5 to play.
May not need a running clock. It's been very back and forth the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, not a lot of stoppages. You're right on that. Again, thanks to Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy for being the presenting sponsor of the game and all of our coverage here in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. The free throw no good, or the free throw line, I should say, after the shot was no good. Stick around post-game. We'll have a quick Leftview Excavating and Lawn Care post-game show. We'll go through York scoring and get the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Good luck, Callie, on that one. There's a bunch of different choices.
Been thinking about it since halftime.
Everybody played well.
Can I give it to the whole team?
No, you cannot. That's the rule. You got to pick one. You can't give it to units and all that stuff. We have guys who try to do that, and I yell at them for it.
Unless we're giving it to O-line or defensive line.
Even then, I don't like it at all. Pick one of them. Every once in a while they get away with it.
Player of the game.
Exactly, not players or group of the game, as it stays with York, 1:55 and counting to go. Parker has it. Parker gives back to Beatty. Beatty across. Lawson to 3. 3 looking backdoor Anderson. Knocked out of his hands. It'll stay on that end with the Dragons with 1.5 to go. 1:30. And now we have a stoppage for a young man to tie his shoe. And that will actually stop the clock. Ready to go now. And they'll resume it. Parker going to inbound. Anderson wants it. He has it. Anderson with room to operate. Turnaround jumper in the mid-range. No. Rebound down. Heat bringing it across. They go left side. Now flip back. Kick into the corner. 3 ball up. That one no good. Rebounded again by Anderson. Joshua Anderson's going to have some stats in this game. He's rebounding it. Making the most of his opportunity. Now Beatty. Crosses over. Beatty steps through and had it knocked out of his hands, and it'll stay on this end. 48 seconds and counting to go. So we saw the Dragonettes get a hard-fought victory. DeKalb County gave them everything they wanted. 47-45. The Dragons rolling here And we'll get a fun couple of matchups for them tomorrow. The Dragonettes taking on Webb as Beatty flips inside to Anderson. And the Dragons against the White County Warriors. Shot put up and good inside by Brock Parker.
Really good pass.
Everybody who's dressed out has scored for the Dragons. And this one, baseline, Beatty goes up and swats it with authority, but it'll be a foul, a trip to the line, and it'll be the final play of the game as there's 12.1 seconds to go, and they'll stop the clock for the free throws. So, trip to the line here for Bergman. The first one falls away, no good. Next one up, 0 for 2. Another rebound for Anderson. I'm telling you, he's got several. Anderson working through the defense. Flip pass ahead to Beatty. Beatty activates into the lane, loses handle on it, 3 seconds left. This would count if it goes. Why not? It does not. Final score, York 74, Tennessee Heat 41. The Dragons get it done and get their 4th victory of the season. Hallie did exactly what they wanted to do, came and take care of business. We saw about a couple minutes in. This game was not in doubt, and they took care of it.
York didn't let up either. I think that, putting those subs in, it didn't really make a difference. They were still scoring, playing good defense. I think that, he may have put them in to, I don't know, maybe give the starters a break for a minute there and saw that they could play against this Tennessee Heat team, and they did.
They absolutely did. Scoring from the game is as follows. Everybody who dressed out today, all 10 Dragons scored. And they are led by 15 points out of Andrew Hall off the bench. He reined in 4 threes in the second quarter. Will Beatty added 10. Bryson Bilberry with 9. Miles Lefew with 7. 7 as well for Amari Lawson. And now here we go as I'm going to list them off. Joshua Anderson with 2. Jackson Knatzer with 5. Brock Parker with 6. Heath Wattenbarger with 9. And Zeb Threet with 4 for a team total of 74. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Good luck, Hallie. Who's it going to tonight?
I don't know.
You got to pick one.
I want to say Miles Lefew. I think that, he didn't have a lot of minutes after halftime. But for him to come in today and play after not playing for a few games and, maybe a little bit out of shape, I don't want to, speak on
Relative.
that. Yeah, I don't want to speak on that. But, for him to come in and play to the game that he played, having those points, having those rebounds, he's very unselfish, having those passes. It makes the biggest difference. It really does, having him out on the floor, and you can see that. Miles
Lefew, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game as the Dragons win their first game here in the Frank's Christmas Shootout. They'll take on White County tomorrow night on this floor. The Dragonettes will take on Webb earlier on in the day. We will have all the coverage of every game featuring an Upper Cumberland team here for the Frank's Christmas Shootout in Sparta. Thanks to our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall Family Pharmacy for being the presenting sponsor of our coverage here in the tournament. Well, coming up in about 40 minutes or so from now, a 7 p.m. tip-off. It'll be Jacob and Rusty with all the action as the White County Warriorettes take on the Tennessee Heat girls squad. All that action to come live on the UCR Facebook page. Final score, York 74, Tennessee Heat 41. I'm Noah McKay for Hallie.